So I was asked, when do you choose a niche or a vertical for your business, and how do you go about picking that and identifying one? And I think the implied question is do you pick a vertical and a particular niche? So let's actually tackle the second part first, because you don't necessarily have to. You can choose to go broad, and you can engage with as many industries as you can and deliver a basic core set of services. The reason people move into particular specialties is because that you can charge more and you can get higher margins for the specialization. If you are, for example, in medical and you know the EMR systems, or you're able to go into legal and you know the laws and the specifics of industries that you can then move into, you can charge more because of that knowledge. And so that's the question is how do you pick? Most solution providers pick their first one based on where they've built some experience. So for example, if you've got 40 some customers and you look out across of those and 6 or 7 of them are doctors' offices, choosing to go deeper in medical because of doctors' offices is because you've got experience there. That's normally the move that people make. And then additionally, that my advice and counsel on this is to focus on one, that you focus on a particular vertical, because that actually allows you to go deeper into that. Only companies that have achieved a certain level of scale are able to go into multiple ones, because you've of course got to get skills in all of these various industries, and so that's harder to do multiple times. You can go very deep in one and master it, and there's oftentimes lots to master. So I've talked about the medical, for example. There's lots of EMR systems. You might go deep on just one and then move into others, and you're still going to just be within the one vertical. So how do you go about it? It's ultimately an analysis process on your existing customer base, where your skill sets are, and finding the areas that you can go into. You can, of course, be opportunistic. Say you're very broad and you don't have a particular one. You might decide, well, we're going to go after a particular kind. Obviously, that's harder because if you don't have the existing reference customers, then you're going to be overcoming that. So ultimately, the real question around verticals is this idea of where can you build on your existing experience and go deeper. My own MSP, we were not-for-profits. Actually, that was our big specialty, was understanding the dynamics of not-for-profit organizations so that we could know the tools and techniques that they used and the business drivers that allowed them to exist. So, for example, understanding their P&Ls and understanding the kinds of investments they make and how they raise money and how they're a membership organization. Those helped us understand the skills and then the tools that they needed to go further. So for us, it was not-for-profit. There's lots of different options, and ultimately there's no one right one. They're all, which one can you find and can you engage with and thus be successful with.